This episode of the Home Pros Radio Show podcast is brought to you by HomeBinder, the premier home management app. Receive home maintenance reminders, organize your home's inventory, manage your home improvement projects, and more. Stay tuned to get a free upgrade code for HomeBinder worth over $200.
The Home Pros Radio Show.
I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections, and this is the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. As the summer winds down for many of us, it's vacation time, which also means that there may be days, even weeks, we are leaving our home unsupervised while we are away. Of course, there's nothing more unsettling than returning home from that vacation and discovering that our home is not in the same condition that it was in when we left. Well, we brought in our friend Melanie Stewart Henson with TechHomePro, an expert in home security and smart home systems, who helped us compile some helpful tips on how to keep disaster away while you are at play.
What would you say people like to do this time of year, Shane?
I'd say let it go to the beach or go to the lake or work on their house.
Yeah, work on their house.
Was that a good answer?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I didn't know if that was a trick question or if you're trying to set me up for something.
No. Were you at the show prep meeting at all this week?
I forgot.
Staff meeting? No. But what I'm getting at is, this is the time of year. School's getting ready to start. Summer activities are winding down, and this is that window of opportunity for most folks to go on vacation. Well, what do we do with our homes when it's time to go on vacation to make sure not only the homes are protected from intruders who might know that we're not around, but also, what do we do around our homes to make sure that we don't come back to
some missing stuff?
Yeah, missing stuff, or I would even say a disaster area.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
We hear stories. I hear stories all the time about folks who come back from a vacation or a trip and their water heater's falling through their ceiling or, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of trees on houses, too. I mean, I know that's a little bit different, but definitely have seen some trees on houses lately. Mm-hmm. Been caught up to quite a few of those.
Mm-hmm. And that happened.
It's messy.
That happened to one gentleman we know.
Yes.
While he was on vacation. He was gone, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was gone to see the in-laws. I don't know if you called it a vacation or not.
Oh.
Did Shay say that?
Uh-oh. Yeah, and then he got a call, right? He was doing his thing and then got a call from somebody who...
Yeah, he actually saw it on a security camera. Let him know he needed to come back home. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he used it. Well, I'm not going to keep doing that because his in-laws right. No, but he...
so did a tree really fall on his house?
It was a pretty good picture. Yeah, the tree fell on the house. The gazebo was in the pool. It was sort of a mess.
The RIC Home Inspections photo from the field.
What are you looking at? I know what I'm doing.
Did you see that? No, I've seen the pictures. It was pretty.
Yeah, it'd be hard to fake that one if you not at home to make it all happen.
The tree was huge. Just a reminder of what could happen potentially. And so we are blessed in the studio this morning with Melanie Stewart Henson from TechHomePro. We're going to be talking about some of the things that she and her company would suggest as they specialize in security systems and smart home solutions. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah. Folks who are regular listeners have already met Melanie when we did a little interview at the Home and Garden Show.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I believe a microphone was put in my face.
Yeah.
And I was put on the spot.
You were one of those people who got written down.
But it's okay.
It was one of those deals where I walked up to the booth and I was like, hey, this is cool. Smart home technology and security systems. Who would like to answer some questions? And then, everyone spread away.
I don't remember raising my hand.
Yeah, no.
But it's
you were the one that stood still when everybody else ran.
You were the slowest.
It's because I'm inquisitive, I guess. What is he doing?
That's right. So tell us about what you guys do at TechHomePro.
Okay. So TechHomePro is a company that we started a little over a year ago. It is a do-it-yourself security and smart home solution website. It's sold through independent consultants. So it's also a business opportunity for anyone interested in the smart home field as well.
What do homeowners need to be concerned with when it comes time to maybe vacate for a week? No one's around the house.
I encourage people to always be vacation savvy. And your home's your biggest investment. So why wouldn't you want to take some important steps in protecting that? And, I know when I go out of town, for me, it's as easy as looking on my cell phone to see what's happening at home when I'm not there.
Really? That's what it is. That's nice.
What's like the guys tree
we were
that
just
fell on his
talking about-
house.
Yeah, I guess that would come in handy to be able to look at your phone and see
I
it.
bet when he saw that, it made him grouchy.
Most people.
That's an inside joke.
I was wondering if I was supposed to laugh.
That was a little hint at what his name was.
We got it, and he'll
Let's just
get
say
it.
he doesn't. It's not like he lived in a trash can. So, but yeah, I mean, can you imagine? And think of something similar to that happening, and you're gone for maybe a week, and you come back and there's a hole in the roof, and you know what happens? It's one thing for damage to occur to a house, but when it's left unchecked, things can compound as far as the damage that happens. And thankfully, he had this this remote access to what was going on, and you have
and that's
that
what we
too.
can do. That's what we can provide you. Any security solution is a smart bet when you're going out of town. I always tell people to think of three things. One is, and they all revolve around the word smart. Nowadays, it's how smart is your kid and how smart is your home.
Mm-hmm.
So our homes are now smarter than the average human, and our
Take offense to that.
so, and we all want to be connected through our cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people when you're going on vacation, number one, have smart social media posts. The world doesn't need to know that you're in Maui and your home is vacant.
Yes.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and check that off my list I made. Very
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny when you see the people posting, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks in Maui. My house is wide open. Go ahead, go take it.
good. Yeah, exactly.
And my family's been in security for over 42 years, so I listen to stories. A lot of times people will look for a security solution after the fact. They've had an invasion. They've had their home's been burglarized. And in one case, we had a customer who went out of town to stay with her children in another state for a couple months. And they came home, and an intruder had been inside their home, living in their home for over a month.
No way, really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
So, so be smart on social media. So smart posting. And another thing I say is have smart friends.
Yeah.
And smart neighbors.
Smart friends, smart neighbors.
So people that
Cool.
who you trust, have them picking up your mail, things like that. And don't make it look like you're not there.
take that
Those
off
are
my list.
easy things to do that don't cost money.
Yeah.
And then with the third thing is obviously having smart security solutions and home automation that, things that products through TechHomePro, our TechHomePro website can provide, having lights that turn on and off at certain times. I mentioned you referencing water damage. With a simple less than $100 product called a flood sensor, you can put a flood sensor and have notification of water leak immediately.
Cool.
And it's going to send you notifications on your cell phone. We had a customer who had that happen. He put a flood sensor in his vacation home, and he got a notification immediately of a faucet that was leaking. So he didn't have a lot of damage that cost him a lot of money, but over time he could have. So it was avoided through a simple security solution.
Nice.
And how much area does that flood sensor? Because honestly, it sounds like a really good product, but I just don't want to. I don't want to mislead anybody. But how much area does that cover? I mean, does it have to pick up? I mean, like you put one under a sink.
Yes. So you would put it, immediately where the water would start to leak.
So you would have one under each sink in the house, because usually if it's an internal problem, that's where it is under the sink. What about for like I'm thinking like crawl spaces and next to doors, but I don't know that would. I mean, we could always.
You want to put it near where the potential water source
wherever you
is
think the
going
water is
to
actually
be.
going to, because it picks up the moisture, I guess. Okay.
Laundry would be a good one.
Yeah, in the laundry room.
washer
Yeah,
dryer.
yeah.
Under sinks, under
Yep.
laundry.
Yep. I got you.
Those are common places. So it's all about avoiding having to spend all that money. And, break-ins, back to the monetary value, the average break-in costs the homeowner around $2,000, and that's average. And, we all know that home invasions, the statistics of the person ever getting arrested are also very low. I mean, so you're stuck with this loss, not to mention the devastation that someone's been inside your home taking your things, and the cost of a security system. And now, more than a security system, it's a smart home solution. And then we always say it's a smart home solution. It's a security solution as well. So that's going to cost a lot less than that.
Oh yeah.
There are other things that, in addition to those, on our end, from a home maintenance perspective, we tend to recommend, I know I have in my home inspection reports, like, for example, just taking care of the condition of the home if you're going to be away for some time. Set your thermostats to a reasonable level.
Right.
You don't want to leave them too high or too low, running up to heating or cooling bill, depending on the time of year. Also, put your water, you want to save some money, set your water heater in vacation setting. There's a reason why there is a vacation setting. So you're not heating water that you don't use.
Yeah. You can do a lot of good things with water heaters, even if you're not on vacation. Just keep it from heating whenever you're not there. During in the middle of the day. I mean,
you can control all of that with your TechHomePro system.
There you go.
Can?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
See, that's
I
perfect.
put that in there.
Oh, I was trying to give you a segue. You did good.
Very nice.
I mean, you can.
Honestly, I
It's
didn't
the
know that,
simple
but yeah.
things that you can control. Your thermostat, you can create automations and scenes. There are also statistics that show the amount of money you can save when you set your thermostats back when you're not home. And you're obviously on the weekends, and there's different schedules from when you're home and when you're not home. So setting those thermostats back can save you money. And when you're on vacation, doing the same as well.
So if you forget to do it before you go on vacation, you can obviously just do it then. Say, oh, man, I forgot to change the
Because
thermostat.
remember, your home is now smart. You don't have to be.
There you go. Good point. Hey,
That's it.
I saw the way you said that.
I love
I
all
don't have
this.
to be smart.
I love it. Yeah, you don't have to be. Everything around you can be. Because you know why?
Why's that?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For
You've been
real.
waiting to use that one.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. Antoine's my buddy.
This episode of the Home Pros Radio Show podcast is sponsored by HomeBinder. There is no better way to organize paint colors and home documents, get maintenance reminders, receive email alerts of appliance recalls, and share valuable information about your home with potential buyers. For a limited time, use promo code HomeProsRadio, all one word, to upgrade to our premium edition for the life of your ownership. Visit us online at homebinder.com or simply click on the link provided in the show description of this podcast. HomeBinder, a homeowner's best friend.
We're talking smart homes with TechHomePro, Melanie Stewart Henson. I know for a lot of people, when it gets to technology, it's very daunting. It's overwhelming. I know when I'm doing some production for the radio show, it's frustrating to trying to figure out how to get a file from one device to another. But once you get it down, it's easy. I think one of the things that would be helpful for folks to know is that when it comes to these types of systems, they're a lot easier to operate and install than they sound. Wouldn't you say?
I used to want to have our marketing pitches. It's so easy. A caveman could do it.
There you go.
But I think Geico stole that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, we're good at coming up with logos and slogans.
yeah, we're
really good
experts.
at that. I don't know if you've heard.
but they're all kind of smart solutions for your home. And the biggest misconception in the industry of security and the new smart home term that you'll see evolving more and more is that I don't know how to make the things work. I don't know how to do it. It's too difficult. And with our TechHomePro system, we provide the system provisioned for the homeowner. So basically, when you order the system, we have you fill out a survey about your home, and we program the base, or we call it the brain, because if your home's going to be smart, it's going to have its own brain. So the TechHomePro hub is the brain. And then you get to be the creator of the most elaborate smart home or the most simple that works just for you. Because some people don't want all the bells and whistles of lights turning on and driveway sensors letting you know somebody's pulled in your driveway, or cameras sending you a clip because somebody walked up on the front porch. All of those things, you get to control the level of how smart you want your home to be. If you look at the technology in security, everything now is all about Z-Wave devices. And any Z-Wave device will pair with the TechHomePro hub. And what that means is if you want to use Z-Wave lighting in your home, it's as easy as downloading the UltraSync Smart Home app, which is what we partner with, and then learning that sensor in to your device through your app.
So, like when these smart home systems work, what they have is
Their own language.
and they have like a brain that sits there, maybe near your Wi-Fi router. So a lot of these companies call them like a bridge.
Yeah, a hub,
Yeah.
a bridge.
And then what happens is you go and you might install like a camera outside, security camera, or you might do shut-off valves to a house and such. It's just a matter of installing the right valve that has the technology on it
to
that can talk to the hub.
You're exactly
That's pretty
right.
cool. And then it's as easy as downloading the app, and then the app just walks you through it.
Yes.
That's cool.
And our team, like I said, I don't know if I've talked a lot about the background of our company, but TechHomePro is a child company of Stewart Electronics Security, and our security company has been in the upstate of South Carolina for over 40 years. And when you call someone on the tech support line, you get us. And realistically, you get me, my brother, my mom, or my dad, or my sister-in-law, a couple of technicians that we sometimes refer to as our adopted children. But, we're a family-owned and operated business. So you're going to get a real person who has experience in the smart home industry and the security industry.
Oh, nice. Good deal.
But that Z-Wave technology, it's like you said, it's meshing all of these devices together. And it's really evolved over the last 10 to 12 years. When that technology first evolved or first hit the market, there were very few devices. Now there's over 2,500 devices that use this same Z-Wave technology, this radio frequencies that you can talk to the brain of your system.
Folks who want to know more about these systems, about TechHomePro, 864-663-0011, right?
That's us.
That's the main number.
That's TechHomePro.
And you can also find them online at TechHomePro.com. You get all these little smart devices and all these
and this
things.
One you shop online for.
Yeah? That's
basically
pretty cool.
And I tell people a lot of times they say they can't afford smart home technology. You can't afford a security system. Well, I like to say you can't afford not to. And with our solutions, you can start very basic. Our starter kit's $99. The monthly fee's $39 a month. And you can build a system
however you want.
And you can
the way you want it.
Add as much as you want.
And you put one of these systems in your home, your house is sitting there on the street, looking at all the other houses on the street, just saying,
"You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real."
You had that one ready, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I sure did. Oh, we've got a call. Let's see who is. Good morning, Home Pros.
Good morning, Home Pros. This is Jack Leggett. Jack Double Home Repair.
Hey, good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Jack.
Y'all have been talking about smart homes and all that stuff, and I don't think you realize that none of that stuff is really new.
No?
Yeah, I've been installing smart controls in homes for decades.
Oh,
hey, Roscoe,
wow.
Can you turn that TV down? I'm trying to talk to the Home Pros.
Hey, the TV.
I don't care if it's Shark Week. I'm on the radio right now.
Really?
Hang on a second. Come on, man.
What is he doing? Oh, jeez. Oh, was that the clapper?
No, man, the clapper's a knockoff of my original invention. It's called the smacker.
Oh, really?
You need to turn something on or off? Just find someone to smack upside the head.
Okay, got it.
I have them all over the house.
You do? Oh.
You got to be careful, though, because for things like family reunions, Roscoe's AA meetings, or Mama's Bible study, it's liable to end up looking like 4th of July around here before the night's over. Anyways, don't forget to remind people that when they go on vacation, they can leave their crushed beer cans laying around the yard.
Oh.
It's even better if they can stack them in pyramids. They make great noise makers when there are people snooping around the house.
Very nice.
Them and the chickens.
Chickens?
Well, I got to go. There is only one more day of Shark Week left.
All right, well, enjoy. I don't really know
No worries.
really what the chickens. Get it.
Where's that clip you were playing?
Oh, you mean this one?
You are so dumb.
Yeah.
You are really dumb.
That's
For
not
real.
all I was thinking.
Well, you know what we probably should have done is when he called in, you probably should have just said, "You know what? I'm sorry, Jack. I know you want to get on the air, but
Ain't nobody got time for that."
Big thanks to Melanie Stewart Henson, who took the time to help us with some valuable tips and solutions that will help keep your home safe and sound. Whether you'd like to take advantage of their do-it-yourself safe and smart home security system for your own needs, or you're interested in getting involved in the smart home industry by becoming an independent consultant, they'd love to hear from you. And here's the number, 864-663-0011, or online at TechHomePro.com. That's going to do it for this episode of the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with our latest episodes as they are released. And also, please feel free to spread the word about the show by sharing our podcast with those you know will benefit from the information we share each week. For my co-host Shane Hips with Closing Contractor, I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections, and we'll catch you next time on the Home Pros Radio Show podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Home Pros Radio Show. If you have a question for the Home Pros, visit us online at homeprosradio.com, where you can contact us directly and also learn more about the topics and guests we bring to you each week. It's the Home Pros Radio Show online at homeprosradio.com or on the radio at 94.5 WGTK, The Answer.